Thank you. We have now completed with this. We do have a tape. Do we have a tape?
Yes. Video.
The video? Yeah. I think we have the Italian Senator Ferdinando Khabid, Chairman of the Senate Foreign Affairs Committee.
Thank you.
Given the ambiguous position and principles of Islam, as well as its legacy in this regard. Nevertheless, there are events which have rendered the discussion of such a theme necessary in the current circumstances. And Muslims must show that these events have no basis of justification in Islam's frame of reference. Muslims who show or have to show that certain events which have happening under the guise of Islam are driven or prompted by considerations which have nothing to do with religion. With much of the world's attention focused on Europe and the threat of ISIS, North African states such as Morocco, Algeria are also facing a difficult internal battle against terrorist groups. These terrorist groups declare their loyalty to the Islamic State. Over the past 3 years, authorities, for instance in Morocco, have been working rigorously to stamp out the internal threat posed by ISIS and its affiliates. The country, ladies and gentlemen, is no stranger to terror. In March 2003, dozens of people were killed in a serious bomb of attacks in Casablanca. And in 2011, 15 people, including many foreigners, were killed at a popular cafe in Marrakesh. Since the Islamic State emerged in Syria and Iraq, Moroccan intelligence and services have been monitoring local fighters who have been drawn to the conflict. At least 220 who have returned have been arrested, while over 280 have been killed in the fighting. The fear that has of these returnees could unleash is now a daily concern for the police and intelligence services. For example, the 2003 attacks in Casablanca were arranged by 2 individuals who had fought in Afghanistan. Last Tuesday, just the day before yesterday, my country's Minister of Interior announced that a jihadist cell of 10 members, which have dismantled 3 months ago, was planning to carry out biological attacks in the kingdom, precisely hotels where non-Muslims and foreigners reside, and also on security centers and touristy areas. Chillingly, it noted that some of the seized substances from the suspects are classified by international organizations which specialize in health issues as falling with the category of biological weapons dangerous for their capacity to paralyze and destroy the nervous system and cause death. Closer to home, insecurity in neighboring Libya has also helped to attract dozens of Moroccan jihadists. In 2015, there were estimated to be at least 300 fighting for Islamic State in Libya. On March 24th, Moroccan authorities announced that a group of jihadists linked to Islamic State in Libya had been arrested in 3 cities. The group was on the verge of launching an attack. Last year in September, an Islamic State cell was broken up, which was keeping a safe house in the coastal city of Essaouira in Morocco. The group known as the Caliphate Soldiers in Morocco modeled itself on an existing group in Algeria, previously linked to Al-Qaeda, but now loyal to the Islamic State. The group was waiting to be trained on the manufacture of explosives. The country's new judicial body, or known between brackets as Moroccan FBI, called the Central Bureau of Judicial Investigations, which was established as part of amended anti-terror legislation in January 2015, has been instrumental in uncovering jihadist groups in the first 6 months of its creation. It had thwarted the activities of at least 15 terrorist cells. 1 minute. Austere schools of Islamic thought, such as Salafism, have over the years found a receptive audience in Algeria and in Morocco. Many young Moroccan radicals were inspired by sheikhs or icons who were sentenced for 30 years of charges concerning connecting them to 2003 terror attacks. They were later pardoned by His Majesty King Mohammed VI in 2011, and some of them have even joined political parties lately. It was with the help of Moroccan intelligence that the French police were able to track the strategist of the November attacks in Paris, who is named Abdelhamid Abaoud. His brother Yassine was also detained in October on his possible links to terror. With such examples of cooperation, Morocco can expect continued support from both United Nations and Europe. Governments across the MENA region have never played such a critical role in the battle against Islamic State. Want me to finish? Yeah,
Please,
sorry.
thank you.
Yeah. I would just give a second. So I would like, before I leave this room here, Canada, to suggest 4 main yet essential actions which extremism countries of origin should take through your recommendations. 1 is empowering civil society in strengthening political stability and good security governance tools. 2, redoubling greater efforts in the fight against poverty, inequality, and social exclusion, locally and in a region as a whole. 3, continuing to support and contribute to the actions initiated globally. 4, and last, seeking to develop cooperation between African states and reinforce their capacities in the field of counterterrorism and the fight against violent extremism. Thank you.